It's Movie Time is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Sommer Marie Sterud.
And this is It's Movie Time. Summer,
yeah.
Look it. You teach at a university.
Yes.
And we are reviewing today Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising. Are you telling me this is what goes on?
I was going to say, just because I'm doing this particular review, I do not condone any of this behavior. I've never participated or witnessed any of it. Yeah, I don't know. How realistic was it?
Well, first of all, I don't think Capitol has sororities, does it?
We do. We do. We
okay.
cannot have houses, I think, because it would be considered a brothel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Neighbors 2, what I love is, I guess it's real, sororities can't have parties.
Right.
But fraternities, is that universal?
Can you believe nobody knew that? Everyone in the movie was like, no. No. And then they can't have parties, but they can go to frat parties.
Right. So the ladies in Neighbors 2 have to set up their own off-campus sorority house in order to party. Because as one character says, I think there's a legal right to party.
Yeah, he said, you know there's not a legal right to party. And Zac Efron's like, yes there is. I was waiting for the Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to party.
Right.
Come on.
And I love, and for me, Zac Efron has come a long way as a character.
Yeah.
And the first one, he was the head of the fraternity next door.
Yeah.
And this one, he's...
Yeah, he had emotional depth.
Yes, he did.
He was so emotional. He kept saying, I just wanted it to be of value.
Yes, it sounds like my son uses that term.
Really?
It's got a value to it. And I love that. At one point, Efron, I think it's Efron's character, someone says, Efron says, there's no I in sorority.
They all say it. It's Zac and
no,
Seth.
there's two.
There's two. I think you're missing a U in there somewhere. Not even Kelly, the woman, can spell it. Sorority. Yeah.
So anyway, but what's the setup, Summer? I mean.
So in Neighbors 1, it was basically Zac Efron and Rose Byrne, the couple, right?
It was Seth Rogen.
Oh, I'm sorry, Seth Rogen. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So in Neighbors.
So in Neighbors 1, it was Seth Rogen as Mac, and then his wife Kelly, played by Rose Byrne.
Right.
They have a new baby, and the fraternity moves in, and so it becomes this war because they're partying too hard next door or whatever. And in this one, the sorority moves in, and at first, Teddy, Zac Efron's character, kind of wants to mentor them, be a sorority mentor.
He's mid-20s now.
Yeah.
What they call old people.
Yeah, they're already calling, So, but then they kick him out because he's old and he's a drag.
Did you love how they vote?
Oh, yeah. They voted on their phones to kick him out.
He's sitting in front of them, and they're all texting each other.
15 seconds he was voted out via text.
I loved it.
It was great.
It was a great
really,
moment.
Yeah, like commentary on the millennial.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
So then so then again the couple, they're in escrow. Now they're selling their home.
Don't you?
And none of them knew what escrow meant.
One of the funniest moments, the real estate agent, she's asking him.
She was great, by the way. The real estate agent was great. She was really funny. She's like, I asked you 6 times if you knew what escrow meant, and you shook your head just like you're doing now. But, so they were in escrow, and they were in danger of losing their buyers.
Right.
So they were
Who were a mixed couple.
A mixed couple, yeah. And, it's interesting. The woman who played the couple, the one woman that was the couple buying,
yes.
She was in Broad City with Hannibal Buress, who plays the cop.
Oh,
anyway, so I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So they're, the sorority is at war with Seth Rogen and his wife.
And his wife, I know.
Yeah.
So they can't. I mean, the couple has a chance to drop out of the purchase agreement. That's what the escrow is for 30 days.
Yeah, that's
so,
what escrow means, everybody. I'm not sure I knew what escrow meant.
Well, I know money you put aside or whatever, but I guess the idea is to put it aside to wait.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of the reasons, Summer, besides the fact that you rotate in here regularly every month or so, one of the reasons you're here is that you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I do that.
What's
sometimes.
funny about this movie?
What is funny? Huh. Well, I thought a lot of the jokes were really clever. It was good writing.
I thought so too.
I thought it was a really strong sequel.
Yes.
In fact, right out of the gate, the opening, minute was just rapid fire funny jokes.
Actually, yeah. One of those, for me, I need to go back. I miss so much.
Yeah.
I mean, they're firing these these little comments all
right
over
away. I thought it was a lot faster than the first Neighbors, and I just felt like they went and kind of almost revised. They cut out the slow stuff at the beginning, but
yeah.
And they were smart about kind of using this feminist kind of platform.
Yep.
So it felt like they were smarter jokes.
Yes.
You
Oh
know?
no. Yeah.
Yeah. And had more depth to it. Like remember the scene where they were playing a drinking game, I think, but it was like feminist drinking game. So they had all these really strong women in our culture, and they're sitting around, and like there's 3 different Hillary Clintons.
Oh,
There's like Senator Clinton, there's Secretary of State Clinton or whatever. And then they say, oh, we're out of beer. Like, we need more beer. And then Oprah pops up. And Oprah's like, look under your chairs, ladies. You get a beer. I thought that was a really funny joke, really.
One of the insightful jokes, I thought, was the women challenged the frat boys about the titles of their parties.
Yeah.
And they were all variations of bro ho.
Right.
They all ended with ho.
Yeah, right. Bros before hoes.
Right.
I can't remember all. There was so many.
But I think it's part of what you're saying is it's actually smart. Now there's some slapstick here too.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing, which I still find funny. I think it was in the first one, the airbag.
The airbag thing came back. Yeah, they had callbacks from the first one, the airbag. I thought that was great in The Office. When they came in and they said there might be an airbag in the office again, and the whole office just went running.
Right, they took off. Oh, yeah. And it's one of those things where they really did it well by bringing it back.
Yeah.
And it's strictly visually stupid stuff, but it's actually so funny.
Yeah, it was a nice mix of the slapstick and then these kind of like social commentary.
Yeah, the commentary.
Gender stuff.
And there's some things to be offended by.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, their little child plays with a dildo.
Yeah, the vibrator. And then she dresses it up, and they keep saying it's like an anime character or some whatever Asian doll or whatever.
That's right. That's really great stuff.
Yeah, and do you remember there was the part where the sorority house was tented because they had given it bed bugs.
Yes.
And the new owners are coming over, and they say, "Oh, what's going on over there?" And Seth Rogen's like, "Oh, they're renovating. And the couple's like, "That's a huge house. There must be a big family." And Seth Rogen's like, "Oh yeah, it's a giant Jewish family. Like, look, there they are." And then they come out dressed as the 2 people. They have their friends dress up as a Jewish couple with the whole getup. And he says that there's a little Jew in the oven. Like,
oh, that's the thing I was going to say.
Yeah,
this very rude joke, which I'm not sure was great.
Yeah. I don't think anyone knew. In the whole
I think it was awkward.
Theater, everyone laughed immediately, but then they were like, "Whoa!"
I was laughing because that they even dared. If you're going to have that kind of a joke, you better do it really well.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did that as well as they could have.
Right. I don't know.
Now, other stuff that's really pretty raunchy, when Mac and Kelly are making love.
Yeah.
And she gets sick.
Oh, that was the opening scene too. She's like
Oh,
getting
that's right.
sick. It was because she's pregnant again, and
I mean, this is strictly rude stuff.
yeah,
If you're
it's
offended
really
by it,
gross.
you will not like this.
Yeah,
I thought it was rudely funny.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say to you.
Yeah.
And part of that for me in this is that they dare to do that
yeah,
on screen.
Yeah.
That's part of the humor for me.
yeah. It's surprising. Some of it's surprising, and that's where you get the laughs. It skirts that line of the benign violation, where in some moments they tip the scale on the violating part
Yes,
a little too
yes,
much.
right.
But yeah,
And here I think fewer times than I would have anticipated. That kind of rudeness where you want to say, oh, come on. That's just,
yeah,
I found so few instances of that. But I
Yeah.
found on the other side some really witty stuff
yeah,
going on there. And they were, as you were saying, they were tossing it off quickly so that you never, I mean, it's only an hour and a half show.
it was very
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
Sommer Marie,
So yeah,
it's called Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising.
yes,
And as I have mentioned before, as a college professor, you are required to apply
Award
grades.
yeah.
You are.
Okay.
So, Summer, what grade would you give Neighbors to Sorority Rising?
I think it's probably the best you can do in terms of a sequel in this genre, in this kind of, in this genre. So I say, love thy neighbor, B+.
Oh, very good. And I'm going to award it a B,
Okay.
just to be different.
Okay.
But I think our audience, notwithstanding younger folk, would actually enjoy
Yeah.
this. There are very few comedies out there that I can tell you I laughed at.
Yeah. I was waiting to see if you would crack, and
I'm-
you did.
And I'm chuckling all over the place.
It's fun.